It's number 1 versus number 2 from the Darien Ice House in Darien, Connecticut, where tonight it serves as Rams home territory in this epic rivalry between the Darien Blue Waves and the New Canaan Rams. Pleasant good evening, everybody. Braden Shank joined alongside me, our Darien girls ice hockey expert Eric Stein, and our New Canaan girls ice hockey expert Boyd Harden. And gentlemen, we should have a great game on hand tonight. Eric, I'm going to start with you first. What do you think we're going to see in this one?
Well, look, I think for Darien, this is going to be, and it always is, one of the toughest games of the year. They played them earlier this year and lost 3-1, and you know, it's always a dogfight and a great up and down battle. But New Canaan's having a special year. Great team, and so Darien's going to have their work cut out for them tonight.
And Boyd, now over to you. What do you think we're going to see tonight?
Well, I've always been a big believer in the intensity and incredibleness of this rivalry. And so ultimately, I always believe, as we saw in the boys' game that preceded this, that the records go out the window and it's 0-0 when they begin these games. New Canaan is having a terrific season, but the Blue Wave is incredibly well coached by Jamie Tropser and Gray Weicker, and I anticipate another very close game and look forward to being here with both of you to call it.
So these teams did meet earlier in the regular season. It was New Canaan that took that meeting 3-1 back on January 10th from the Darien Ice House. It's now round 2. No FCAC implications this time around, but it will be some state implications on the line. And we're now going to send you down to the ice with PA announcer Bill Brown with the national anthem.
I believe they're going to do a moment of silence for a New Canaan resident and employee of the town for almost 50 years, Steve Banker. He tragically passed away yesterday.
He died after a short but courageous battle with cancer. Please keep Steve and his family members in your prayers tonight. You can have a moment of silence for Mr. Steve Banko, please. Thank you very much. Have a great game, boys.
And after the moment of silence, the teams will huddle up and prepare for battle in this one. New Canaan entering play 17-0-1, a great season for them. The sole tie coming against the Simsbury Trojans team earlier this month. Darien 12-2-2, taking their first loss to New Canaan and falling to Greenwich last week. So two very good teams, two very well coached teams, as you alluded to.
And I just want to address how the FCACs work. The reason why this has no impact is one game every year is chosen to be the determining factor for the FCACs, and Coach Buellin and Coach Tropser determined that game 1 was that game that would determine their seeding for the FCAC playoffs.
And the FCAC semifinals will take place February 23rd back at the Darien Ice House. The playoff bracket is set. Darien will host SWS and New Canaan will host Greenwich. New Canaan the 1 seed, Darien the 2 seed. Now we are ready for in this one.
New Canaan starting the Hanson sisters. Jade Lowe, Maddie Clav, and Caitlin Tolley. On defense, Lexi Tolley and Amanda Benson.
Once again, this is a New Canaan home game tonight, so they will be in their home white jerseys with the black numbers. Darien in their road blacks with the blue numbers. And this is a joint production tonight between DAF Media and NCTV, bringing you this live coverage of varsity girls ice hockey. Tully now. Moving her way. Slides the centering pass. Shot sent on net, and it's in! New Canaan coming out of the gate firing with Amanda Benson.
That was a grown-up shot right there. Slap shot from the point.
Good screen set in front.
Yeah, I don't think it was tipped. Really nice shot from the point.
The first possession of the game, and Amanda Benson puts the Rams up 1-0. Just 30 seconds into this one as well. Benson, that is her 5th goal on the season.
It's a nice.
And the icing will
Now,
be
Braden, we have a special treat tonight with Boyd doing the commentary because he is a certified and very active ref. So as we get to rules and regulations, we will defer to him as he is certainly a resident expert here.
It's always good to have on hand the rules expert. If that big call comes up late in this game, we'll have you covered here on the DAF and NCTV networks.
Grace Cole scrapping in the corner there, number 22.
Haley Harden now with it behind the net. Quickly met by Kelsey Brown. Harden staying with it, keeping him in the zone. Dumps it off to Metler.
Sam Metler dumping it in the corner. Rams going for a line change.
It's such a fast-paced start to this game. We haven't mentioned our goalies for tonight for the Rams. It will be their freshman, Nikki Ferraro, in between the pipes, and for Darien, their senior goaltender, Claire Haupt.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty here.
Hibbert will go to the box for the Rams. And Darien will now go on the 2-minute power play. Still about a minute and a half into this one. Very exciting 90 seconds to open us up.
I don't know what that penalty was. I'm guessing maybe too many men.
Oh, Austin collides with the ref. Darien will now try to recover it. That's Kellogg. Fighting with it along the board. Gets it over to Stein. Darien comes away with it now. Bringing it up the wing is Beach. Beach sends it gloved by Ferraro.
Darien's had the last couple of games, they've been a little bit hot and cold. They came out against Greenwich and were just completely flat. And Greenwich really took it to them. And in the last couple of games against East Catholic and then Simsbury, they came out much more assertive in their play early on, and it paid off with wins. But they don't get on their game here, they're gonna be in for a long night.
Eric, you bring up that Greenwich game. That was a game that Darien gave up 3 goals in the first period with their freshman goalie Campbell Crody starting a net in that game. But now Haupt will dump it off to Stein.
In high school hockey, you're still allowed to ice the puck if you're man down, legally.
Beach finds its way to the stick of Crowell. Harden on the board with Austin. So this one intercepted in the neutral zone by Benson. Just dumping it off. Darien still on the power play for the next 30 seconds.
And Darien's got to sort of maintain composure, get control of the puck, and get it up ice here.
Yeah, sometimes when you get scored on really quick like it, doesn't amount to much because there's a lot of the period left.
Canaan now keeping this one, and Haupt will freeze it.
We're going to make her play it, and we're back to even strength.
Frozen.
And that should be an ice. Yep.
Whistle's blown.
It's interesting watching Nikki Ferraro at in between plays. She remains very active to continue to concentrate on protecting the goal. It's fun to watch.
Face off to Ferraro's right. Win it initially. Tully. Met by Haas. Kellogg now.
In the first New Canaan game, you could tell right away Ferraro is a very athletic goalie for a freshman. Certainly doesn't play like one.
And a shot there, frozen by Ferraro. Take another look at it. Behind the net. Face off now.
And that look.
Neutral zone. Darien moving around Austin to Stein. Over to Kellogg. Quinn to Rayher. Rayher, a common name in that boys game we just had. Michael Rayher with the 2 goals for New Canaan. It was the Blue Wave that came away with it in the boys game. Now the girls side. New Canaan currently with the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Rayher was, he had some night tonight. He was all over the ice, had 2 beautiful goals for the Rams. But what a exciting game, and it was great to have the rink packed with fans cheering on both teams. It was a pretty electric environment.
Once again, we apologize right now with the issues with our graphics. We'll work to get that score bug back up for you at home. Okay, now,
Great rush up the ice.
Tully takes the shot high of the net.
She's really blossoming as an offensive defenseman.
Yeah, she's got those long strides, gets up the ice. Comes from a very athletic family, and it's fun to see her develop over the years. A lot of these girls played together with the Ice Cats organization under the fine tutelage of Coach Hurley, and it's fun to see them all compete at this level.
And Rob Benson as well, right?
That's right, Rob Benson. Daughter with the goal.
About 2 hours every couple months, they put their friendships aside, but these girls all know each other because of the joint program that they've had tremendous success with.
Canaan out. Centering past the shot, and it's in.
Great pass.
Canaan goes up 2-0 in this one.
Nice feed by Kaylee Harden to Maddie Tully, who puts it in the back of the net.
Take another look at it. A great centering pass from Harden.
That's the way you do it, right? So often you see a 2-on-1 like that, and you see the person come down the wing and take an off-angle shot, oftentimes high, and there's no rebound. And Kaylee played that perfectly, slid it across, and led to a great goal.
And then Maddie also took the time and switched to her forehand.
So the Rams lead 2-0. Just 7 minutes into this one. Brody now fighting for it, sends it in front of the net. The puck is loose. Darien the shot, and off of the leg of number 20, Tess Hobbs. And now Ferraro will freeze it. But a golden opportunity for the Blue Wave early in this one.
You know, when you get down 2-0 like this, often one of the best things you can do is just get pucks on net and try to get a greasy goal, try to get a little bit of momentum.
Canaan wins the face-off. Donovan.
Caitlin Tully, Canaan's second leading scorer. Goal-wise.
15 goals on the season to Tully's name.
Yep.
Caitlin's a great story, having tore her ACL twice now in lacrosse, which is just, she's a great lacrosse player, going to Cornell to play lacrosse, and unfortunately tore her ACL 2 seasons in a row, which is just a
different knees too.
Just a brutal injury to rehab from, but I don't think there's anyone that's worked harder to get back into shape, and she's looked great this hockey season. I'm sure she'll look great in the lacrosse season in the spring.
And number 22, Grace Sproul out there for New Canaan. She's also had to deal with an ACL tear herself.
Canaan out with possession of the puck. Benson.
Anybody says girls don't play physical, think about that play that just happened 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Puck moving around in the Canaan offensive zone. The shot, and helped with the save.
Darien's got to get some composure here, Eric.
Yeah, I very much on their heels. You know, as they're working through this first period, I think they got to sort of adjust to the pace of play and as you say, get some composure, because it'll be a long night if they don't start to get it together here.
Puck moving around. Darien will gain possession. Well, grabbed by Mettler.
Got to be stronger on your backhand there.
Mettler knocks it over. Number 13, Hibbert. Darien now. Stein keeping it in the zone. Tries to get it.
Keep it in.
Centering pass and cannot get past Ferraro. That one's frozen.
Good line change here.
Cloud and Brown to take the face off to the left of Ferraro.
You know, one of the things Darien prides itself on over the course of time here is they've had a very deep team, and I think when you look at this new Canaan team, boy, it's extremely deep, and it's probably, I would argue, it's one of the deepest teams you guys have had in a long time.
Completely agree with that, and it equates to the success that they've been having as a result. You and I have had the privilege of watching this particular group of girls grow up together, and they have certainly capitalized on it.
And of course, both of you guys proud fathers of senior captains this year. Boyd, your daughter Kaylee Harden have a great season with the Rams, and Eric, your daughter Cece Stein having a great season with the Blue Wave, and two both just very talented hockey players out on the ice.
Thank you, Braden.
Yeah, they what's great about it is they're also...
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Delayed penalty and will be called.
Cece and Kaylee are as close of friends as you probably could have, so maybe a little bit ironic, given they're from rival schools and compete in lacrosse and hockey every year, but you know, it's great to see their friendship blossom over the years, and great to see them compete out here.
It's the beauty of sports. Transcends town lines.
When you talk about friendships, you got to mention the friendship between Rich Buellin and Jamie Tropps, a longtime friend. I was talking with Rich Buellin last week. I think since the 70s, they went to high school around each other, played college against each other, and now coach against each other. They're still great friends. As Darien now with the opportunity knocked away.
It's a good drive.
Yeah, nice rush of the puck there by Chelsea Donovan.
Set this one off the skate of Tully.
Chelsea's done a good job this year. One of the leading scorers for the Blue Wave. She's out there in all the critical situations.
Donovan, 15 goals to her name this year. An All-FCX second-team player last year, just as a sophomore. And she's still got another year left for the Blue Wave. Just being she's just a junior this year. Mettler, that's actually, wow, my apologies. Cloud. This is on a kept in by Benson, sends this one over to Tully. Shot sent on net. The puck is loose! And Darien will gain possession and knock it away, clearing it to the neutral zone.
New Canaan defense with a couple of big slap shots. You don't see that too often in the girls' game, but
another shot there.
They're letting it fly. Some great takes there.
You got to be careful here, though, especially out high at the point. That can quickly turn into a breakaway if you don't execute on it correctly. And then, you know, other thing, we're man up right now. So you want to possess the puck. You don't need big boomers from the blue line.
They're fun to take, though.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Darien now. Coming on a break now. Stein. Knocked away, but Darien stays with it. That's Donovan. Donovan will turn it over to Benson. Benson trying to make a move, stopped immediately by the Blue Wave.
Good back check by
nice
Grace
play.
Kroll.
Quickly there was Clark. Slap shot on the ground and a ground ball fielded by Haupt.
Shortstop.
Try to turn right back to the offense.
You'll see Boyd's daughter, number 4, when she's on the ice. She's off now, but scores a lot of goals. But one of the things she does a terrific job of is forechecking and backchecking. She puts an enormous amount of pressure on the team when they're trying to break the puck out their own end.
This one sent off the deflection. With number 26, Moley.
That's a good ice right there. I don't think it's going to make it either.
Perfectly placed. Kellogg was hustling for it, but Canaan will come away with it. O'Connor losing it to Clark. Kellogg. Under a minute left in this first period.
Feels like the game's settling down now.
Really got off to a fast start. You saw that first goal from Benson just 30 seconds in. And then the power play, you know, within the first 2 minutes of the game as the icing is given to Claire Haupt.
Yeah, even though Darien is coming off two games against really good teams, East Catholic and Simsbury, the speed that New Canaan has up and down the roster is different levels. So I think it's taken the Blue Wave a little bit to adjust, but they seem to be adjusting a little bit here as the first period wears on.
Gretchen Edwards does it over there to Lau.
Caitlin Tully using her speed.
Behind the net now. Edwards trying to go on a break. Cross ice. Finds Donovan.
Good nut call there.
Whips on it. Darien now. Miller sends it in front of the net. And it will get past.
Tully's going to get 3 seconds to get her shot off here. Run out of time.
And New Canaan cannot get the late magic, but we are through the opening period. New Canaan leads 2-0. Eric, I'm going to start with you. If you're head coach Jamie Tropsa, what are you telling your team to try to rally the troops and get back in this one?
Well, I think they just need to, as Boyd said, settle down a little bit, gain some composure, and get pucks on net. You know, you're not always going to have against a team like New Canaan the perfect, you know, pretty pass, set up, and goal. A lot of times you just got to get pucks on net, screen the goalie, get a greasy goal, and look to get a little bit of momentum.
And I'll piggyback off that too. Darien, I think, needs to consider just dumping the puck in and enabling them to get the puck down into the attacking zone, move the puck around, and get some shots on cage.
So we're through the first 15 minutes. New Canaan leads 2-0. We're going to take a short break and be right back on the DAF Media Network and NCTV. We're back here on the DAF Media Network and NCTV.
Hand pass. Yeah, high school hockey, hand passes all the way down into the defensive zone for the offending team.
putting the offensive pressure on. Once again, the team switch sides with the new period. Darien still in their road black jerseys, New Canaan in their home whites. As Harden quickly gaining possession of it. Making the move, staying with it in front of the net, the shot! And whistle will be blown. Whistle will be blown dead.
Good power move.
Yeah, I think that's a great example of, Kaylee always does a great job of coming in with speed and power and getting low and leverage. And when you get that leverage and you come in front of the net, super hard to defend.
Yeah, Kira Austin's one of the better defensive players in the state, but you're not going to stop that.
This one now away. Shot in front of the net. And Darien once again unable to capitalize on the open look. Clark bringing it in the zone, sending it immediately stopped by Benson.
Clark family's keeping the sport of hockey for girls hockey alive in Darien, aren't they?
That's right.
Pass it over to Hibbert. Clark now. It's Mallory Clark, a sophomore. Pass it over to the Rams. Grabbed by Cloud.
That's a nice.
Shoots loud.
Oh, called it off. It was deflected.
Now New Canaan, Tully behind the net. Puts it over to Cloud.
Good cut back.
Ruthie Miller. Now trying to restart the Darien offense. Clark overshoots Massey. And the icing will be granted. Just joining us on the DAF Media Network or NCTV, Braden Shank, Eric Stein, and Boyd Harding with you. So Boyd Hardin, my apologies. So glad you could be with us.
Heard that before, Braden. That's all right.
So here on this Saturday night from the Darien Ice House. And an object on the ice.
It's a net guard.
.13:01 left in the second period. New Canaan with the 2-0 lead.
This next goal, whoever gets it, is a really important one. You know, if Darien gets it being down 2-1, you feel pretty, I say pretty good, feel better anyway about, your ability to keep it close and to come back and to tie it up. You go down 3 like they did against Greenwich last week, then the hill becomes much steeper to climb against a team like New Canaan.
You also look at it, if New Canaan does strike next and goes up 3-0, the Rams have only given up 3 goals in 1 game this season, and that was the opening game. So you got to like the Rams' chances if they go up 3-0. But now Hardin in front of the net, and Haupt will glove it. Great job stepping up and coming out to make the stop. Face-off will be to Haupt's left. Will be Hobbs against Darien's Kelsey Brown.
2 Hobbses, Faith and Tess Hobbs out there. Good
Stop.
wheels by C.C. Stein.
Darien out. Donovan sends it, and gloved by Ferraro.
Senior doing what they're supposed to do, taking charge, trying to make something happen.
And
Good recognition by Coach Buellin there, switching lines, matching.
Shot, and that one once again frozen, so they will retry the face-off.
One of the things Darien's had a challenge with over the last 4 or 5 games is they get the puck down deep into the zone, but they're very wide, and their shots on goal are at very tough angles. And oftentimes they're high, so you're not getting a rebound from the tough angles. So in the last couple of games, they did a much better job keeping pucks low, getting pucks into the center of the ice for shots. But it's something to watch here tonight to see if they can continue to do that.
Tully being met with a trio of Darien players and will lose it to Kelsey Brown. Brown, another Darien junior. So turn it over to Maddie Cloud. Tries to chip it. Will be intercepted by Austin.
Good forecheck by Caitlin Tully.
Shot. Trying the one-timer.
Yeah.
Trying the one-timer to Harden.
Dad must have been teaching Kaylee in the driveway how to take that one-timer.
Maybe that's why it wasn't any good.
Shot there off the skate of Tully. And Canaan trying to get some offense together. Clark over to Mallory Clark. Sends this one off the leg pad of Ferraro. And the last time these teams met, Nikki Ferraro, 30 saves against the Blue Waves, only letting one up behind her from the sophomore Mallory Clark. So it's going to be a tough task for the Blue Wave to try to break the freshman Ferraro this afternoon, or tonight rather.
Yeah, I thought that last game, it was earlier in the year, but Darien got a lot of shots on goal. Not all of them were super high quality, but there were a number of quality shots and a lot of volume, and Ferraro did a great job standing tall in the net.
Canaan's really been a pipeline of solid goaltenders. They had the four-year starter Blythe Novick, who graduated this past year, and Ferraro kind of stepping up as a freshman and not giving anything to the Blue Wave. Another tough goalie.
Well, as we all know in sport of hockey, a great goalie can make a program great. It's the most critical position on a team, hockey team that is.
Sent wide to the net. Be down.
Oh, that should be outside. When the attacking team knocks the cage off, the face-off goes outside into the neutral zone.
This is the kind of content I'm looking for, Boyd. You know?
I can add a little value.
Face
Should
off.
I leave?
Face off won by the Rams.
I think Braden and I need all the help with the rules we can get, so we appreciate your...
Puck moving around, gained by the Rams, Lau.
Good stick check there by Darien.
Overshoots Kate Brown. And it will be freshman Quinn that gains possession. Turned over to Kellogg. Kept in by Austin.
We've talked about Austin in other broadcasts. She's a really, really dynamic freshman defenseman for the Blue Wave. She's got a really bright future. Super, super hockey IQ. Great skills all the way around. Works hard at it. Always makes great passes, smart passes.
Oh, grabbed by Brown right to Kira Austin right on cue. Austin, the freshman defender, over to Stein. Stein, the senior captain for the Blue Wave. Shoots Edwards. Once again, the puck finds its way to the neutral zone. Canaan with bad pass there. Beach trying to intercept it, but Canaan recovers. Wow. It's actually Harden, my apologies. Pretty tough by Clark. She will take it, shoot it all the way to Beach. Beach bringing it in the zone. Sends it in front of the net. And Canaan will knock it away. This one now sent on net.
You might want to get that puck out of here.
That was a good example that I was talking about before. Beach did a nice job centering the puck, getting it on the stick of a teammate to get the shot off from a decent part of the ice.
Donovan puts the shot up, and blocker stopped by Ferraro. Darien now. That one from Revosa over to Donovan. She's going to try her luck once again.
Good
Chipped away.
poke check by Mandy Benson.
Great poke check, yeah.
Benson shoots it all the way down ice. Past Haas. Right off the bench is Ruthie Miller for the interception of the puck. And the whistle will be blown. Setting up the faceoff just outside of the New Canaan offensive zone.
Looks like the same group of refs that ref the boys' game. That game got pretty chippy.
Yeah, they did a nice job keeping it from erupting.
Yeah, they let them play, but kept it in control. It started to get pretty chippy, as most New Canaan Darien games do.
Of course, they're playing them as a doubleheader tonight. Boys' game just happened, and now the girls' game. So, good night of hockey. If you're a Darien or New Canaan fan. Edwards. Off the leg of a New Canaan player. Check there, no call. Darien
Seem to be letting them play here. There's a couple of close calls there.
Yeah, I agreed with that. It looked like that was generated by the New Canaan player. The incidental play that they can't really hold them accountable for. Kaylee Harden.
Harden makes the move. Stays with it. Centers the pass.
Nice play.
Very nice save.
Stopped by the leg pad of Haupt and Haas.
Delicious rebound.
Intercepted by Crowell.
Should drop that to Harden.
Harden. Passes it over to Quinn. And Haupt will pounce on that one.
Nice tip, nice screen.
Good save.
So Canaan got their first goal just 30 seconds in. A nice shot on net, a nice screen of the Darien goaltender Haupt. And that was how they struck first and then struck later in the period. That's where we stand at 2-0 New Canaan. Face off. Blue Wave comes away with it. Austin. Over to Beach. Beach turns it over to Benson. Oh, collision between two Darien players, Brown and Stein. Austin now skating with it. Dumps it back.
I think CC's going to go here. So much for instinct.
Stein's going to try again. Get over to Donovan. Great puck movement from the Blue Wave. Each being stopped by Cloud. And Ferraro jumping on it. And the whistle calls it off. 4:18 left in the second period. Face-off will be to Ferraro's left. And Kelsey Brown and Maddie Cloud.
You need a spark from somebody here on either team. Feel like we're just killing time right now.
Oh, that's a nice play
New
by
Canaan.
Tully.
That's a trip.
Yeah, that's
And Tully being tripped on it, still put the shot on net. And it will send the sophomore Mallory Clark to the penalty box.
I think when you see Tully gets good speed, she's very strong. Created a penalty for herself, or a power play for New Canaan, so a great play by her to hustle to the puck.
It's so difficult as a former defenseman trying to keep someone who's got speed from getting inside of you. We can't check here, so it's almost impossible.
Yeah, and even though Tully's a taller girl, she's very strong, got great leverage there.
Shot all the way over to Tully. Poked away by Massey.
So one of the things this season, New Canaan's man up has been kind of anemic. They've been rotating lines. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
And you mentioned, Boyd, that New Canaan, they rotate between their lines, but their first two lines have been the most lethal, the two of them combining for 65 goals on the season, and they score right there. Amanda Benson with her second of the night.
5-hole.
Well, I guess if I'm going to eat crow, it's going to be on a solid play like that.
New Canaan with the power play goal, and they go up 3-0. You take another look at it. Benson brings it around and sends it right past Claire Haupt for her second of the night.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was the design play to bring her down, put her by the crease area. But they converted a goal. And as you said, Eric, this puts Darien in a tough spot.
Yeah, this similar thing happened against Greenwich in that they took some penalties, let in some shorthanded goals, and then they were scrambling to get back into the game, and just momentum just never really switched over on Darien's side. So
I'd like to see New Canaan's defense resist taking the slap shots like on that last play there. You got a 3-0 lead. They don't need a goal. You need to get the puck, keep into their zone.
that's going to be a
high stick.
And Canaan will now send a player to the penalty box. So New Canaan had their success on the power play. Darien's now going to try their luck.
Yeah. Alda Dwayne going for a high sticking.
Dwayne, a New Canaan junior. And now Darien will try to take advantage with the skater advantage on the ice. Next 2 minutes. Donovan.
Got to get that out.
Stein keeping it in. Over. Oh boy. Donovan, and she will knock it out to the neutral zone. Stein having to retreat it. Shoots it past Beach.
tried the bank shot.
A little billiards play there.
Beach now again to Austin.
Yep.
Yeah, just not connecting on the passes, and
it really makes a difference when you look up on the scoreboard and Darien making those small errors, making the bad passes, and as a result, the Rams lead 3-0 here in the second period.
Yeah, game of inches. Difference between catching the puck and taking it in with possession and control, and versus your own end face-off on the power play.
Face-off one, Edwards bringing it up the wing. Tries to knock it out to herself.
Younger sister, Lucy Edwards. One of my all-time favorites.
And that one's sent.
Plays a lot like her sister. Very north and south player, very strong shot.
She have equal speed.
Lucy was a little bit taller and probably has a little bit more high-end speed, but Gretchen has very good straightaway speed and has just as good of a shot as her sister.
Clark sends it. Passing shot and still in front of the net. Great job by the New Canaan defense. Clear it away for now. Clark will try again.
So that puck's got to go in the corner if you're Darien. You can't be trying to shoot it between players.
Yeah, it's one thing to have traffic in front of the net. It's another to...
Darien now. And right to the glove of Nikki Ferraro. Still 33 seconds left on the Blue Wave power play. And you take another look at the save from Ferraro. Face off to Ferraro's right. And it's frozen again.
Good smart plays, just not allowing Darien to get a rebound. A greasy goal, as Mr. Stein says. You got to get the puck out. It's one of my biggest frustrations with girls hockey is just not having the strength to fire the puck out.
1 minute left in the period. The shot sent on net up the alley into a lot of traffic.
All right, that'll kill the penalty.
Icing called off.
The line change here.
Both teams now back to even strength as Dwayne leaves the penalty box. Prody gonna try her luck. Gets it back to Ravosa. Brown. Short pass
on the ice from someone on the Canaan bench.
Ravosa turns it over.
Good pinch by Reese Quinn.
Yeah, important that Darien get this puck out with 13 seconds left here.
Yeah, closer to the neutral zone. 10 seconds left in the period. Trying to make a move.
Was not a smart play.
And that will take us to the end of the second period. New Canaan with the 3-0 lead, picking up the goal from Amanda Benson. Eric, I'm going to start with you. What do you think Jamie Tropsa is going to be telling his team trying to make the comeback in the third period?
Well, good question. I think, one, stay out of the box. Not that they've had too many penalties, but the last one certainly cost them. And I think the other is, as we talked about at the end of the first period, a lot of the shots that they're taking they're getting jammed up in traffic. They're not getting through to the net, and they're not really high-quality shots. But keep the pucks low, look for rebounds, crash the net, and look for that greasy goal.
Boyd, what do you think is going to be said in the New Canaan locker room?
I'd like them to come out with 0-0, move the puck, not worry about scoring goals and making an incredible play, but just good, consistent hockey that's smart. You got a 3-0 lead. Take advantage of that and use your brain and make good plays.
We still have 15 minutes of hockey left to be played. We're going to take a short commercial break as they resurface the ice. But before we take the commercial break, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our production crew, all student volunteers from Darien High School and New Canaan High School: Emily Fox, Connor Fagan, Will Donnelly, Keith Davey, and Adam the Bull Nelson. Our DAF media advisor, Damian Andrew, and the NCTV advisor, Roman Sobolski. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the last period in this one.
The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared to respond whenever you need it.
I'd like to thank the Darien Foundation for their continued support. They've been a wonderful partner, and they've taken this vision that we've had for this property and make it a reality.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
This is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
It's important for people to be proud of where they live and to understand that if they want a better society, that they need to fund places like the Darien Foundation and the places like the Mather Homestead, because they're so rich in cultural achievements that it makes it a better place to live.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation Board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This is David Genovese, founder of Corbin Cares. Corbin Cares Phase 2, in partnership with the Darien Foundation, was launched to support the people who support Darien. Corbin Cares partnered with the Darien Foundation to thank essential workers, teachers, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, town employees, and postal workers who stepped up during the pandemic. Family meals for four were provided by Four Forks, Bodega, Michael Joseph's, 1020 Post, and Parlor Pizza and Wine. Post 53 was treated to a tacos and waffles night with Bodega and the Waffle Cabin. Thanks to countless donors, 910 family dinners for four and 110 posties were served. And the Corbin Cares office was flooded with notes, emails, and letters of gratitude. Thanks to the essential workers and generous donors, you are all that make this community great.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym. We Are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
We're back here on the DAF Media Network and NCTV, waiting the start of the third period in this varsity girls ice hockey game between the Darien Blue Wave and the New Canaan Rams. Two great periods have been played. The Rams currently with a 3-0 lead on the Blue Wave. After just joining us, Braden Shank, Eric Stein, and Boyd Harden with you. So glad you could be with us. Should have an exciting finish in this one, in this big rivalry between the Rams and the Blue Wave. Second meeting of the season, Rams taking the first one, and the Rams have actually taken the last 4 meetings in this series. The last time Darien won was back on February 13th, 2021, so almost 1 year exactly to the day. And that was actually the opening meeting of the season for both of these teams last year.
Well, hopefully, if you're a Darien fan, they'll come out loose. They got nothing to lose. As we talked about earlier in the broadcast, this is not a FCAC league impacting game, so just come out flying and let it all hang out and see what happens. Got 15 minutes to try to tie it up and show that you can compete.
It's going to be interesting to watch how the coaches incorporate their lines and just the strategy that's going to be involved here in the next 5 minutes or so. Are you going to cycle everybody through? Are you going to shorten your bench and try and press New Canaan? The story is about to be told.
And when you talk about the coaching, Jamie Tropsa going into his goalie depth, and I'm going to go to the junior Catherine Kahn in net for the third period, replacing Claire Haupt, who played the first 2 periods, giving up 3 goals. So Kahn in net for the Blue Wave, and New Canaan will take the opening face-off in the period.
Kahn came in the Greenwich game, I believe, after the first period, and did a great job coming in for Crody in that game. So see how she does this evening.
That's right. Catherine Kahn, the junior, came in against Greenwich. Second and third periods, she played, only giving up 1 goal to a red-hot Cardinal team.
Change can be good.
And New Canaan now, Tully. Kahn, this is only her 5th game she's played in this season. Actually, 6th game that she has played in this season. That one gets through Beach. Right there from Tully, and the whistle will be blown.
I'm not sure.
Grace Crowell's stick just snapped in half.
Mom and Dad are not going to be happy about that. That's a $200 plus situation.
Yeah, for the senior who has how many more games left in, her high school career here.
Right.
It's actually interesting. You bring up the schedule. Both of these teams coming down the home stretch. New Canaan only 1 game left on the season. They're going to take a trip up to Newington next week to play the ETB Storm East Catholic. And then Darien, 2 road games left on the schedule against Trumbull, St. Joe's, and Greenwich Academy. And, of course, the FCAC and state playoffs coming up later this month and beginning of next month. And we're along the boards to Clark. Harden knocks it down with her glove. Clark now once again. Ferraro tips it over to Benson. Benson 2 goals already tonight for the Rams. Goals 5 and 6 on the season for her.
Canaan doesn't have a tee back. There we go.
Scrum on the boards. Canaan will come away with it. Shoot all the way down to Ferraro, and she will just freeze the puck. Face-off will come in the Darien offensive zone to the left of Nikki Ferraro. And it will be Kate Brown. And jumping a little early on it. New Canaan was number 14.
Goes Slater. A lot of gamesmanship with a face-off, Braden.
That's a good point there, Boyd. Yeah, face-offs have been pretty even, actually, tonight when you think about who wins them. And we don't have the actual numbers on the stat there, but it seems pretty 50-50.
Agreed.
This one shot all the way past Donovan. New Canaan now going to try to get some offense together. Intercepted by Beach. And now Austin. Slowing it down over to Stein. Right back cross ice. Intercepted by Dwayne. Canaan now. Brown loses it. Poked out by Beach. And Canaan will clear it to the neutral zone. Into the stick of Kira Austin.
You know, one of the things that doesn't get talked about a lot, for as good as both of these teams are, they both would be even better had they not lost players to prep school over the course of the last 2 or 3 years.
They didn't lose Cece. Nice drive by her.
Donovan. Over to Austin. Austin with the shot on net.
Nice shot and block.
Harden eats it.
Harden puts her body on the line there to stop it. Doesn't even get to the goaltender Ferraro.
I don't care how much padding you have. That doesn't feel good.
Okay, we'll have to clear the zone. Turning it over to Stein. We're going to try to restart it with Austin. Going to the ice with Maddie Tully.
You know, what you're seeing when you watch these last couple of rushes, there's been 1, maybe 2 Darien players coming in on all 5 of the New Canaan players. It makes it pretty difficult to get passes off and pucks on net, so.
Around Clark will gain possession. Sends it. And that time, Rowell puts her body on the line. Great job of the New Canaan defense to stop the puck before it reaches the goal. Clark, Mallory Clark now. Overshoots Stein. That's actually Massey. Massey now. Cloud will just knock it over, flipping the ice to Tully. Tully staying with it. Brings it in front of the net. And behind the net, tries the centering pass. Slap shot from the post. And into the traffic. And now Darien will try the fast break. Kellogg stays with it, takes the shot, and off of the side of the net.
Nice hustle to make it through the two New Canaan defenders there.
It's off Darien, that's not a nice, but ref didn't see it. Went off a Darien skate. But you can't be perfect as an official. Players aren't perfect, nor are officials.
9:34 left in this one. And the face-off to Ferraro's left. Play will stop.
We have an injury on a Darien player, so the New Canaan trainer's going over to assist.
Face-off to Ferraro's left. It will be Grace Crowell and Kelsey Brown being subbed out for Massey. And the Blue Wave win the face-off. Quick shot.
Nice face-off there.
Now it's Maddie Tully, the freshman.
Got a dunk puck in.
Ravosa.
Kaylee Harden, a bowling ball there, knocking over 2 Darien pens.
Harden overshoots Crowell.
It's not often you cover a high school hockey game with 3 sisters on the same team, like you have here with the Tullys on New Canaan.
Yeah, that's an anomaly for sure.
And all 3 of them very talented hockey players out there. Caitlin Tully second on the team in goals, as well as you got Maddie Tully, a up-and-coming freshman, and Lexi Tully, who was a big-time assister for the Rams. Maddie, of course,
got to get a shot off.
Darien now with the shot off of Crowell's stick. Nice job to create some disruption. Icing is given. Bring the faceoff all the way back down to the other end of the ice.
Good pressure there by Darien. looks like Coach Traft is double shifting here.
Brown and Cloud on the face-off. Blue Wave trying to get some offense together. Stein sends it on net. Trying to get the deflection from Kelsey Brown. Edwards knocking it to the stick of Maddie Cloud.
Nice play by Kiera Austin, keeping that puck in. Eight minutes left. You got a tall task to get back into this game. You're gonna have to take some chances and pinch a bit to keep the pressure on.
Yep, good call.
The offsides will be called on Gretchen Edwards. Face off, bringing it out outside of the Darien zone. A scoreless third period. Canaan with 3-0 lead in the game. Thanks to Amanda Benson with 2 of those goals.
Yeah, both goals were really nice goals.
And the icing is given to Kahn.
I actually liked her second goal. I know the first one's more impressive and beautiful to watch, a hard slap shot, but she came down here in the corner and got a free puck and went to the net no one picked her up, and she slid it in the 5-hole.
Painter now trying to poke it out.
We'll do it again here.
Tully, and icing is called. That first Benson goal coming just 30 seconds into the game. Some fans still filing in to the Darien Ice House, and the Rams were already up 1-0. And it really has set the tone early. It's been all New Canaan so far in this one. Kelsey Brown and Grace Crowell on the face-off to Ferraro's right.
And New Canaan has done a great job of just keeping Darien from getting quality shots in front. You know, they're getting shots off, but they're getting blocked. So they've just done a really nice job of team defense.
Tully now sends this one high of Kahn. Now Crowell will try to keep the offensive pressure on for the Rams. Harden keeps it in, sends it on net. Blocker stopped by Kahn. Again, keeping it in the zone.
That's a smart play by Lexi Tully. Just get the puck in.
Canaan now trying to wrap around the net. There's Cloud falling to the ice.
This is where
sends it high of the net, and it's in.
Gets her hat trick.
Hat trick for Amanda Benson. It looked high of the net.
Throw the hat out.
Yeah. Did it,
see if that got
deflect?
tipped. If it might have been off of Darien's own player, unless is that number 7? No, I think that's clean. Hat trick.
It was Cloud in front of the net, but Amanda Benson, as you see right there on your screen, the hat trick for her. And New Canaan goes up 4-0, and there's some hats being thrown on the ice here.
The slapper, second slapper of the game.
The boomer.
And New Canaan now leading 4-0. Caitlin Tully gets credited with the assist. But Amanda Benson, her 3rd of the night.
Still need to be mindful of what you're doing here from New Canaan. Not over until it's over.
Once again, historically speaking, New Canaan, the most goals they've given up in a game was 3 in their opening game to Greenwich Academy. So if you're a New Canaan fan, the stats back you up as the shot. Harden staying with it. Brown and Ravosa on the boards with Crowell.
Oh, we got something there.
Dwayne. This one all the way. Dumping it off. Line change.
Yeah, Darien needs a change there. That line was pretty gassed.
Intercepted by Cloud. Try sending it over to Lau. if you're the Blue Wave, you definitely got to have a goal in your mind. You're only 5 minutes left in the game, down by 4. In front of the net, some action, and the puck is loose.
Little frenetic here. It's good to get control of the puck. Try to get control of the puck and create a little bit of...
The shot from Darien, and gloved by Ferraro with the stop. Getting the hug from Benson, who's a freshman, but having a great game for the Rams tonight and really all season. A 95% save percentage for Ferraro, and so far perfect tonight at 100%, looking for the 7th shutout on the season for the Rams. The shot stopped by Benson.
Yeah, another great example. Just pucks are not getting through to the goalie. They're getting blocked. They're getting tipped wide.
Yeah, no diner goals, stuff like that.
Yep.
This is in the cabinet.
That was something, Eric, you pointed out in their first regular season meeting, how New Canaan always keeps that one defender in front of the net, creating just more traffic for Darien to shoot through, as this one sent wide of the net from Donovan. Beach.
Well, New Canaan's the top team in the state for a reason. They're, as we said, they're very deep. They play very good defense. Obviously, they've got lots of threats to score. But you really have to play a perfect game to beat them, and the Blue Wave not quite doing it tonight.
Canaan 17-0-1 on the season. The #1 seed in the state tournament. For sure they have that all clinched up with only 1 game left to play against East Catholic next Saturday. That one off the skate of Stein, kept in by the Blue Wave.
Great, another great example. Great defense there by the youngest Tully, keeping the shot from getting clean to the goal.
And the icing is called.
Been real impressed with the coaching decisions made today by New Canaan's bench. Being mindful of who's on the ice. In fact, we're down in our defensive zone here. We need to match their line with our line.
Canaan wins the face-off. That's Tully on the wing with it.
Should drop back now on defense. Dump the puck in and...
Cloud. Leg pad save by Kahn. And great job by New Canaan to keep it in the offensive zone. Benson. That's actually Caitlin Tully.
Yeah, Jade Lowe did a nice job sort of back checking inside their own blue line there.
New Canaan now with some speed to him. That's Massey. It's actually Kellogg over to Edwards.
Kellogg's very quietly had a nice year. Great to see her as a freshman contribute pretty significantly over the course of the season.
Only 4 goals on the stat sheet for Kellogg, but that doesn't attest to really the hustle she leaves out on the ice every game. Had a couple nice possessions tonight. Just a freshman, 15 Sarah Kellogg for the Blue Wave. And now Miller sends it in front of the net. Darien. Shot by Haas. Intercepted by Hibbert.
I don't know how many block shots New Canaan has tonight, but it's got to be a season high. I'm going to go out on a limb, Boyd, and say it's a season high of block shots for New Canaan.
I think that's reasonable. It's a statistic that's underappreciated, but it makes a difference. You clog those lanes, can't get pucks on net, you can't score.
Face off to Ferraro's right, won by the Rams. It's Mettler.
Freshman Reese Quinn really starting to perform well. Good to see.
Austin misses on it, stays with it. Stein bringing it in the zone, lifting it off to Beach. Now sending it right back to Stein. 1 minute left in the game. Knocked away by Quinn. And Westwood will be calling it off. 50 seconds left. Majority of the action this period coming in this Darien offensive zone, but scoreboard still with the 0 on it for the Blue Wave tonight. It's really been Amanda Benson for the Rams, 3 goals. And now it's Caitlin Tully.
Nice
Gorgeous move.
And it's in!
Great goal.
Caitlin Tully makes it 5-0 New
Really
Canaan.
nice move right there.
And New Canaan is just putting the goals up on the scoreboard left and right. A great move from Tully, stays with the puck and goes top left on Catherine Kahn.
I think she got beat down low, Braden. Let's double check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lower left. Regardless.
Really nice move.
And 30 seconds left in the game. Big night offensively for the Rams. Darien trying to get something, avoid the shutout, and another blocked.
Another block shot
from Harden. And that one sent all the way down ice, stopped by Haas.
Getting another slap shot off.
And that will do it for tonight one. That's all that it wrote. New Canaan, your winner by the final score of 5-0 against the Blue Wave. Rams will keep the perfect season alive. Darien dropping to 12-3-2 on the season. I'm going to start with you, Eric. What did you see tonight?
Look, New Canaan's a good team. As I said, they're the top team in the state for a reason. They made it really hard on the Blue Wave all evening long. I think Darien's going to have to go back to the drawing board, and I assume they'll see each other at some point in the FCX, and they're going to have to come out with a different plan. They just couldn't get the puck, in an area where they could have really high quality shots. There were so many block shots and so much defensive traffic in front of the net. They just couldn't get it in. So we'll have to come up with a new plan here to compete next go round.
And Boyd, what were your final takeaways of the night?
Well, the narrative to me was they just indicated why they're the #1 team in the state and the FCX. They have 3 valid lines. Their 2 top lines are offensively very talented and a threat every time they're on the ice. And at the end they just wore down Darien and ultimately capitalized on some really valid shots that gave them a 5-0 victory.
Boyd, I'm going to go to you here with the final question. In the New Canaan locker room, what do you think they're going to do to try to improve on this game, if anything, or what do you think they learned overall tonight from this game?
Well, ultimately this game really didn't have any final consequences other than the rivalry and the pride that's associated with that. I think
maybe a state ranking, possibly.
Yeah, well, I looked today. The ranking was already secure as a result of this from a point standpoint. But I think you celebrate and get ready for East Catholic next week. But as we all know, playoffs are a different environment, and you can't relish this victory too much. It's just move forward, keep going, Rams.
And now, Eric, for Darien, only their second time being shut out all season. What do you think they're going to try to improve on with their last 2 games in the regular season and the playoffs upcoming?
Well, I think they're going to have to shake this off, put it behind them. They had built some nice momentum in the last 2 games, so I thought they'd come in and compete a little bit better than they did today. But they got to put it by them. They have a good, solid, very deep team. No shame in losing to New Canaan, other than it's a bitter rival. But this is a good team, and they got to put it behind them and move forward.
So once again, New Canaan takes this one by the final score of 5-0. Amanda Benson with the hat trick. And that is going to do it for this joint broadcast between DAF Media and NCTV. I'm going to give one final shout out to our production crew, all student volunteers doing a great job bringing you the sights and sounds in this one. Emily Fox, Connor Fagan, Will Donnelly, Keith Davey, and Adam Nelson, our DAF media advisor, Damian Andrew, the NCTV advisor, Roman Sobolski. So for our entire production crew, Eric Stein, Boyd Harden, saying so long from the Darien Ice House, I've been Braden Shank, and we thank you for watching the DAF Media Network and NCTV, and we'll see you next time.